Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everything's well and everybody's well, everybody's blessed. If you like to see how I did this little shimmery glittery Valentine's look, keep watching. I'd like to thank everybody who has already subscribed to my channel. I urge anybody who hasn't subscribed to my channel to subscribe today, you know what I mean? And what else have I gotta say? I've done the head wrap as well for you this time. I got it in there, so it's right at the end, yeah, so you'll see how I do my head wrap as well. If there's any other looks you'd like me to do, please feel free to comment down below. Feel free to share this tutorial if you feel the need to. I hope it will inspire anybody who's celebrating Valentine's Day tomorrow with their personal person. You know what I mean? I hope it will inspire them to do something. It's quite a quick look. I kind of prolonged it because I done something that I shouldn't have done, and then I had to just go along with it. But it's quite a quick look. You can do it in 3 steps, 3 different shades of well, you can actually do it with 2 colors, to be honest, and then your glitter, just to make it quick and simple for you. So yeah, if you like to see how I the English has gone. If you like to see how I did this look, please stay tuned, and I will see you in my next channel. And I know I've got some lipstick on my teeth, but I just can't be bothered, you know what I mean? This is all the things you gotta deal with as a makeup artist, you know? You get makeups on your teeth, what can you do, huh? So enjoy, happy Valentine's Day, be good, be with the person you're meant to be with. Don't go to no sugars, you know, no uncles, you know what I'm saying? Be good, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, see you in my next, I always say see you in my next channel, I don't know why, but see you in my next video, guys. Bye. Hi guys, let's jump straight into it. I went in with my Embryolisse. I literally had a shower, went into my Embryolisse, and I used Smashbox Blur Primer, I think it's called. Then I put a bit of powder on my eyes, my brows to mattify them. Then I went in with MUA Dark Brown Brow Pencil to shape my brows and carve them out basically. And then I cleaned it up with my LA Girl Toffee Pro Concealer. You can just see I'm just you know, carving out the shape that I want it to be in. This is the most the important bit when it comes to brows, because obviously any mistakes you make, you can conceal it with the concealer. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I go in with my foundation shade in the front and at the tail of my brow, so that you can't see the concealer. You can only see my skin color with my eyeshadow on, as opposed to at the tail of the brow you can see a bit of the unblended concealer that I've noticed. Yeah, so I don't usually do this, but today I did go over my brow, the top of my brow, with my foundation. I don't know why I did it, I just did it. You know, sometimes in makeup there's no rules. You can do what you want, you know what I mean? So I felt like doing it, so that's what I did. It just allows for you to not have to go so close with your foundation once you're ready to put your foundation on. Then, as per usual, I went in with my concealer to prime my eyelids. And so I just used Toffee in LA Girl. Then I went in, I don't know why I didn't show this, my 35B Morphe palette, the fuchsia pink in that. That's what I went in with. You will see it's closer towards the end because I did also smoke out my under eye with it as well, so I'll show you then. But yeah, I just dabbed the eyeshadow in place before I start to blend it out. Just to create the intensity that I wanted before I started to blend it out. So now I'm just I went in with a transitional color because I didn't like the way it was so blunt, so I wanted to smooth it out So I went in with the transitional color, which was closer to my shade, just to blend out the top a little bit. This, honestly, this look was all about the blending, literally. So then I went in with my black eyebrow gel, eyeliner gel, sorry, as another concealer, because I was going to be using a dark color. So that's one trick that you can do to make it more intense, if that's what you so wish to choose. To be honest, I didn't really have to use it. I could have just stuck with my concealer because I was going to be using glitter anyway. But anyway, yeah, so then I'm just dabbing it in, and then I went in with a dark blue from the Morphe blue palette. I can't remember what it's called. I put it in the description box. But yeah, so I dabbed that in place first. Dab, 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 dab. Just to create the intensity that I wanted first of all. And then after I created the intensity I was looking for, I just went over the edge of it, between the edge of the black, where the black ends, and where the pink, so where the pink ends and where the black starts. Oh, sorry, it's not even black, it's like a deep mauvey purple, to be fair. And I just went around in circular motions. That's how you blend the two together, basically, to take out any harsh lines and create a gradient look. So it's basically just literally, like I said, I blended so much for this look. As simple as it is, it's all about blending. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just blending to ensure that I create a gradient effect, as opposed to seeing where the pink stops and where the mauve starts. So then I went in with my lash glue. I just used my lash glue, and then I went in with my it's like a mauvey bluey type of glitter. I literally just put it on my hand and I just dabbed it in the places that I wanted it to go in. So that's what I'm just doing. I've done the other side, obviously the same way. Dab, 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 dab. As you can see, that's what I'm doing, just dabbing everything in place. And then a little trick for you, if you want to take any glitter off your face, just use a little bit of sellotape, which I did. The same gel liner that I used to prime my eyes is the same black gel liner I use for my underline, to my under eyes as well, and my waterline. Oh, Charlie. My waterline, yeah, my waterline, that's what it's called, right? Anywho, this is where I just went a bit lopsided. I didn't have to do none of this. I don't know why I ended up doing it. But anyway, I lined my eyes first, and then I didn't do a wing liner. Instead, I blended it out, and then I'm going to go in with a darker black to blend it out a bit more. I mean, obviously it did create some intensity, but it just wasn't necessary. I just added a good like 5-10 minutes to the look, to the job, or to the process, which I really didn't have to do. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then obviously I had to go in, as you guys know, it's always about blending. So if you use one brush, you'll go in with the brush that you used before to blend it out with the prior color to ensure that it all blends in together. So that's what I was doing on that side. I'm not sure if I showed the whole thing again on the other side, because I thought, Sylvia, what are you doing? So anyway, I didn't. So anyway, now I'm just cleaning away as much as possible any fallout or any of the eyeshadow that I put, because I'm trying to create like a sharp line. I forgot what it's called, but someone just tell me in the comments. Anywho, as I went, oh gosh, I'm rushing now. So then I used my Burberry's deep brown cashmere foundation, and I put a bit of my MAC NW48 powder in it, as I always do. And I just, like I always do, moisturize my face with my foundation. For my highlighter, the same concealer that I used for my lids, my Toffee LA Girl. And here you can see what I mean. I'm trying to make it as clean as possible to create a sharp line. So I used the concealer to create that. Some people put sellotape there, which I've never tried. I will try one of these days. And so you're going to see what I'm going to do soon. So it just creates a sharp, intense line, if that makes sense. I know there's a word for it, I just can't remember. Then I went down my nose with a bit of concealer. Then I used my beauty blender to blend everything out. As you can see, I'm just blending Blending as per usual. That's what makeup's all about. Just blend into your heart's content, and when you feel like you want to stop, you blend a bit more, basically. So yeah, I'm just blending. I'm just pressing in the concealer into my face to create a seamless look, a flawless look. You don't know where the concealer starts and my foundation begins, and vice versa, and that's the whole point. So yeah, so then I went in with my Laura Mercier to set my under eyes and my nose highlighter in place. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I went up under my nose and up my nose, the bridge of my nose as well. Just like that, you know what I mean? So, and then I didn't put no concealer on my forehead, but I still dabbed in a bit of the eyeshadow. Then I went in with my NW48 MAC powder to contour my nose a little bit. It's the same, that's basically my shade color, so I didn't go any darker or anything like that. I just went in my shade color, bearing in mind that my highlight is lighter, so to go in with a darker contour don't make no sense because it's already darker. Then I made a mistake, but it looked all right. I wanted to contour with that shade that I just showed you from the festival palette, Juvias festival palette, but I felt like it was a little bit too red. I went with it because it looked all right, but I felt it was a little bit too red for my complexion, but it looked alright in the end. Then I carved out my cheekbones a little bit more with my Laura Mercier powder, as I always do. And then I went in with my Laura Mercier deep translucent color to set all of my foundation that I hadn't used, put any, well, all my foundation in place, basically. Not my highlighter, but just my foundation. Everywhere that I didn't put the highlighter, basically, more or less. So that's what I'm doing now. As you can see. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. And then I went in with my mineralized skin finish deepest dark to set my under eyes and my highlighter, so my under eye highlighter on the nose of my bridge, on the bridge of my nose, and basically everywhere I put the highlighter, basically. So that's what I'm doing, just dabbing everything, pushing everything into my skin to create that flawless look. And that's my skin more or less done. I think then I went in with blush again. Yeah, I used, right, that's the pink that I'm talking about. But anyway, I used a little bit of it for a blush. But I didn't use much, firstly. And secondly, I didn't really want it to be too much because I just didn't. So I went in with a Juvia's Place, I think that's Bella, to make it a little bit warmer. I didn't want it to be too pink because obviously my eyeshadow's pink. Then I went in with Juvia's Place's highlighter, and this is the first time I've put highlighter on a YouTube tutorial and you can actually see it. I don't know why that is, but that is it. So yeah, that's what I did there. So I'm just blending it out a little bit firstly with a brush. And then I will then go over it again with my foundation brush, which has a bit of my foundation on it, to blend it into place so that it doesn't, you can't see where it starts or where it finishes. So that's the little quick snippet that I just did there. Then I used a little bit of it to go under my brow bone, or my brow bone I should say. Then I used the same shade that I used for my eyelids to smoke out my under eye. So that's what I'm doing here, just to, you know, give it more intensity. So that's what I did. And then I went in with the same pink that I used again to smoke it out a little bit more. That pink, that fuchsia pink there from the 35B palette. So I'm just blending it out a bit more. I'm sorry about my recording today. I know it's not, I feel like I recorded from the side, even though the ring light and the camera was right in front of my face. It just, I know I don't look right in the middle. My logo and them things there didn't show how I wanted it to. Anywho, it's all a learning curve for me. Then I went in with some lashes that I got from eBay. No, not eBay, I think it was Wish. I love these lashes, I don't realize how long they are, but I really like them. I don't really go for really, really long lashes, but I was feeling these ones, you know what I mean? They're not too heavy, they're quite light, and yeah, I just can't remember if it was, I think it was Wish, but I'm not sure if I could get a link. If I can, I will do, and I'll put it in the description box. Then I just meshed my lashes with the lash with mascara. I blended them together so that you can't see where one starts or one finishes, even though we all know they're not my lashes, but whatever. Then I went over my mascara for my brows. Then I went in with an unbranded pencil that I got from Wish. Again, I got a set of them. They're all meant to be different types of reds. I'm not being funny, they're all the same red, but anywho, that's another story. That's what you do, that's the risk you take when you buy from Wish, but it's all good. I've actually finally utilized it today. But yeah, so I used one of the many red shades that I have in on my lips today, just to outline my lips. And then I went in, I think that's my MUA brow pencil that I went in again with. It's the brown. And then yeah, it's the brown that I use for my brows, I think that is. So I wanted it a little bit deeper. Then I went in with an unbranded lipstick that I got from Wish. And I wasn't feeling the color. I was looking for my fuchsia pink color to go exactly with my eyes. I couldn't find it, so I kind of had to create it. So I created a kind of pinky that will go with the eyes that I'd done, especially the fuchsia that I added to the look. So yeah, here I'm just shaping my lips a little bit. Not shaping my lips. What do you call it again? Oh, Charlie, I'm tired though. Then I went in with another unbranded, like pearlescent pink that I got from Wish as well. Let me not lie, I buy quite a few things from Wish. Let me not lie to you. So I got that as well. I used that. And then I used my Makeup Revolution. I think it's Unicorn. It's discontinued, but I know it's Unicorn something. I'll look it up. And now I did my head wrap. It didn't come out exactly how I usually do it, but that's just how head wraps are. They don't always come out the same way. So anyway, you get any type of a soft type of like a scarf, soft material. You fold it not exactly in half. Make sure one side is, well, not exactly in half, just put it that way, as you can see. Then I tied it one time firstly, and then I made sure it was covering my ears sufficiently. Then I tied it again in a knot. Then I got one tail of it and just wrapped it round, and then I wrapped it all the way around the bun. And that scarf that you saw me, and then I attached it to the other end. Let me just explain this first before I get confused. And then hold on. Yeah, so then I done that. It wasn't covering my ears as I usually wanted to. Right, I don't know what happened there, but you just tuck it in basically, and that's basically the finished look. But what I was gonna say is with the scarf, I used the scarf to put on my head before I wrapped it. You could use socks, you can use anything that's big enough to look, you know, bunny, if that makes sense. I hope I made sense, but yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's the look. I hope you like it. Happy virals to everybody. Hope you guys have a lovely day. Hope you guys are inspired by this look. And it doesn't have to necessarily be for Valentine's Day. It can be for Valentine's week. It could be, you know, for a birthday or a wedding, whatever. But do like, share, and subscribe. Take care, guys. Bye.